power and authority. What is power? Power can be seen as the ability of a manager to influence the behavior of a worker based on informal relationship. It simply means that it is not given. Power is not given, authority is given. Now, authority simply means the formal right to make decisions and to influence workers' behavior, to implement those decisions based on organizational relationship. It simply means that for you to have power, most powers are not given. Most power are gotten. Most power are forcefully driven. But when you talk about authority, it simply means there is a backing behind the power. So that's it. Now, meaning of the power in an organizational setting. Now, organizational setting is defined as the ability of the organizational structure to utilize all the mandatory resources in favor of the organizational development, such as man, machines, and resources. If you have organizational power, you can utilize the means of production. You can utilize the ability of you can use the men, you can use the machines, and other resources to achieve that particular goal. There are different sources of power. We have the formal power, the one derived from an organization. We have the legitimate, the one given to you by law. We have the expert power. An expert can come into a place knowing that he's an expert, he can have power over things done. We have the reward power, given to you for doing something. We have the informational power. It simply means the one forcefully gotten, political power, and connection power. These are important. If you have a connection power, you can rule with your power. Now, in our next slide, we have the use of committees. Why do we use committees in doing things? The meaning of the committee and the uses. Now, what is a committee? A committee is more like a commission given to you by a higher power. A committee is a type of small deliberative assembly that is usually intended to remain subordinate to the other. When you are in a committee, you are under a designated power. Now, committees function in governance, of course, and many other places, in coordination, in project management, in research and recommendation. You don't expect the leaders of a group, the chairman of the board, to be involved in committee. They are there to receive reports from the committees. Now, the main functions of committee, they prepare work ahead of a board decisions. And that's why most times we tell people, you people should plan and then give us the feedback. So that is simply means the board decision. They cannot make decisions most times without the committees. Now, they carry out things on behalf of the board. The board can assign a committee to look into something. Now, also, they work to make sure that things said in the committees are implemented. The committee goes around from time to time to make sure that things are done the right way. They serve as a training ground for future board members. And that is why most times in organizations we see that before you are made a chairman or a board member, they normally demand how many committees have you been in. It's normal, it's what they do. And that's the summary.